Okay, get this. Today we're diving deep into the world of conversational hypnosis.
But hold on, forget those stage shows with swinging pocket watches, okay? We're
Yeah.
talking about something way more subtle.
Right, like how everyday conversations can unlock these profound changes. And we've got something really cool to help us unpack this.
Oh, yeah.
We've got exclusive access to feedback from someone, they're called Sam, who had like this powerful breakthrough with conversational hypnosis.
Whoa, this is big. This is like a backstage pass, right? You get to
Yes,
see exactly how it all works,
exactly.
analyze what worked for Sam and why those traditional approaches, they just haven't,
And get this, Sam is totally sold on this whole conversational hypnosis thing.
like a full believer.
Totally. Finding it way more effective than traditional coaching, even those high-energy Tony Robbins style events.
Really?
Yeah. And you know what's really interesting? Sam mentions being, like, stubborn and rejecting advice in the past, even good advice, because it just felt kind of, I don't know,
Yes.
imposed.
Yeah.
Like someone was telling them what to do.
Yeah, I get that. That's a really key insight. It shows why just giving advice, even if it's perfect advice, often just it doesn't stick.
It's like that saying, you can lead a horse to water.
Exactly. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink, right?
Exactly.
And Sam's experience, it really highlights this fundamental principle of conversational hypnosis.
Mm.
Lasting change, it has to come from within.
And that's what conversational hypnosis is different, right?
It's a totally different approach.
It's not about telling someone what to do.
Mm-hmm.
It's more like guiding them to uncover their own solution.
Yes. Guiding, not dictating.
Yeah.
And you know what else? Notice how Sam talks about this connection with their feelings. Instead of just like logically getting something, that emotional buy-in, that's crucial, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's like we can know something in our heads,
Yeah.
right? But until it clicks on that deeper level, like an
Mhm.
aha moment, it just doesn't stick.
You got it. It's a difference between, say, knowing you should exercise and then actually feeling that surge of motivation that gets you moving, right?
Yeah, totally. And that brings us to Sam's session with Virginie, their conversational hypnosis trainer.
Okay, so tell me more about Virginie.
Well, Sam mentions how Virginie really helped them tap into that deeper level where change really happens.
Yeah, fascinating. How does she do it?
It's actually pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Sam was talking about how Virginia was just so attentive to like these really subtle cues in their language.
Like what? Like what kind of cues?
So Sam mentioned using words like accepting, faith, and different.
Okay, interesting words.
Right. But Virginie, she zeroed in on those repeated words.
Really?
And she recognized them as like these signposts.
Signposts.
Yeah, there's these internal shifts happening for Sam.
Wow. It's like she's listening on a whole other level.
Right. Most people would just hear those words and not think twice.
Yeah, they just fly right by.
But she's tuned into the fact that those words represent like these core shifts in Sam's beliefs, their perspective, everything.
It's a bit like a detective noticing this tiny little detail at a crime scene, right?
Okay, yeah.
What seems totally insignificant to most people, it's a major clue for someone who's, trained to see it.
That's a great analogy.
Right. And for a skilled conversational hypnotist, those repeated words, those aren't just words, they're like flashing neon signs
Pointing to,
pointing to the heart of the issue.
wow, this is incredible. So it's not just about listening to what's being said.
No, it's way more than that.
It's about understanding this deeper meaning behind the words.
You got it. Recognizing those patterns, the recurring themes, that's what points to the core of someone's experience. And that's where the real magic of conversational hypnosis lies, you see.
This is seriously blowing my mind.
Yeah,
It's like I'm learning this whole new language,
Great.
but it's hidden in plain sight, like within our everyday conversations.
That's a great way to put it. It's like this hidden code.
Yeah.
And the exciting thing is, like, once you start to notice these subtle cues, it's like this whole world just opens up.
Okay, so how do we actually train ourselves to listen on that level?
Mhm.
It sounds like it takes like some serious practice and like real attention to detail.
It definitely does. It's a skill.
Yeah.
Remember when Virginia was talking about how she doesn't even try to remember every single thing?
Right, right.
She's not aiming for like total recall.
Yeah.
She focuses on the recurring themes,
Okay.
words or phrases that just keep popping up,
Okay, yeah.
Those repetitions, those are like breadcrumbs, you see.
Okay, yeah.
They're leading to this deeper understanding.
That makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Our brains are like wired to notice patterns.
Exactly.
So when we hear the same, I don't know, word or phrase over and over,
Yeah.
it's like our brain is saying, hey, hey, pay attention. This is important.
Precisely. And it's not just about the words themselves.
Yeah, but-
It's the emotion behind them, right? The way they're said, how often they come up.
Right.
It's like you're listening to this whole symphony.
Yeah.
You know, you're not just focusing on the individual notes.
Okay, wow. This is making me rethink every conversation I've ever had. I feel like I've been missing out on so much.
Think of it as a skill that
Yeah.
you're developing, and why not start practicing like right now?
Okay.
Have you ever noticed yourself using a particular phrase or word repeatedly when you're, talking about a specific thing in your life?
You know, now that you mention it,
Yeah.
just the other day, I realized I kept saying stuck when I was talking about my current creative project.
Stuck.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. So tell me, what do you think that word stuck? What might that be telling us?
You know, I think deep down I'm afraid of failing. So I'm kind of putting on the brakes.
on the brake.
It feels easier to just stay stuck
Hmm.
than to actually put myself out there and risk not succeeding.
Exactly. So by paying attention to that repeated word and asking yourself why does that keep coming up, you've unlocked a deeper understanding
Yeah.
of your own thoughts and behaviors.
This is incredible. And this isn't just like limited to therapy settings, right?
No, not at all.
Imagine how much more effective we could be in like all our relationships if we listened with this level of, I don't know,
Depth.
depth.
Absolutely. Imagine the impact on your communication as, I don't know, a leader, a
Yeah.
partner, a parent, a friend.
Yeah.
By understanding these principles of conversational hypnosis, you're not just learning this cool technique.
Yeah.
You're enhancing your empathy and your ability to connect on this much deeper
Oh,
level.
this is blowing my mind.
Powerful stuff.
It is. Okay, but before we get, I don't know, too far ahead of ourselves.
Yeah,
Let's circle back to Sam's session.
Okay.
We've talked about, Virginia's deep listening, picking up on those verbal cues.
right.
But there's also